Guys, it's time to kick off the lower bracket semi-final. 2 wins necessary to advance from here into the main event. Let's see who's going to take it between ApparentlyJack and Atow. Last time these two played, ApparentlyJack came out victorious in ATR Cup 3 for EU. I saw his own breakdown of that match on his YouTube channel. He said that he feels pretty comfortable right now playing against Atow. He likes playing him. So this will be a matchup Jack considers himself the favorite in, but when Atow pops off, he pops off. Oh my goodness. Ceiling double flip reset dunk from Atow. Perfect timing on that. I mean, yeah, when Atow reaches his peak, there is no comfortability defending against him. There's no comfortability playing against him. That's a good start for the Belgian, who just went Game 5 overtime with Giac, an upcoming French player, in the previous round. Jack had a bit of an easier time eliminating Shadi. Yeah, we all know Atow's peak is ridiculous. Offensively, he's one of the most creative players in the world. He's one of the most unstoppable players in the world. And if Jack is going to beat him, he's going to need to hope that kind of Atow doesn't show up today in offense. Alternatively, he's just going to need to keep this game grounded. I think Jack does win the ground game in this matchup. Atow does win the aerial game. And I expect as we advance through this series, the further we go, the airtime percentage will be much higher for Atow. He's so far spent 55% of this game in the air. We need to keep an eye on that one as the match progresses. Atow with a goal on the ground as well. Counter-attack against Jack's retreat. Jack was looking to drive into the corner and force a little bit of chaos. Maybe get a follow-through demo on Atow, who's not having it. I imagine Atow will have taken a look back at his series against ApparentlyJack and see what went wrong. See if he can come up with a better game plan for the next one. Oh, that's so risky by Jack. I mean, he really walked right into that one, I've got to say. But Atow misses the slow double tap. Yeah, it seemed really questionable there by Jack, just kind of chipping the ball towards Atow as Atow sat on the wall. And after seeing the result, I think, yeah, we can confirm it was a questionable play. Another double from Atow, this one much faster, and he passes it to Jack, who's got an open net to miss, of course. And the pass is absolutely horrendous. And now he's at the bar. Guys, you're supposed to put the ball between the posts and underneath the crossbar, which tends to, go in the net when you combine those two things. There we go, that's much better. Atow flicks it past ApparentlyJack. Right overhead. I mean, you don't get much better than that for placement. Even if Jack saves that, it's going to be a tough continuation for him. Yeah, I don't know exactly what we were watching there for the past minute, but it's capped off with a brilliant goal from Atow, who now fakes right and steers across the box. Almost demos Jack. Jack's actually jumped at nothing. He's challenging air right now. And Atow makes it 4-1. Jack seeing ghosts on Manfield Night. He probably thought Atow was going to go for a ceiling play there and half flipped out of the pre-jump challenge. That ended up giving Atow a bunch of space. Perfect start to the game for Atow. Got to be careful not to get bumped here. He is. Jack hits the post. It's not quite inside of the post enough for the follow-up shot to be there. Jack's mandatory open net miss. Yeah, now that Jack's got his mandatory open net miss out of the way, he can probably just continue to shoot as normal. Atow's crushed him here. 5-1. This is the perfect start for Atow. First half of game 1 has gone his way in pretty much every aspect. He's been firing with his aerial plays. His challenges have been good. He's been dodging demos. And now Jack trying to come back with a kickoff goal. Takes his time. Atow's dead in the water here. Rush to the near post, thinking that ApparentlyJack would shoot immediately. Notice here, Atow just throws himself with a wave dash towards that near post area. And Jack just took his time. Really good read in this situation. Atow. One player that I will always forgive for taking a scenic route to the goal. I think if anyone can get away with that, it's him. Composed catch on the goal line by Jack. Air dribble bump attempted. He landed it, but not before Atow got a piece of the ball. Jack manages to dodge the post, but can't dodge the bump. Atow demos him away from the play. Shot in the follow-up is pretty lackluster though by Atow. And another great pass from Atow to Jack, and this time Jack does score the open net. I'm not sure what Atow was really going for there, but that was incredibly careless. Okay, did he really try and score that? Was he trying to shoot? I guess he was trying to shoot, but he was so off target with it that it didn't really look like a play. Half flip kickoff from Atow, wins possession for himself. He surprised ApparentlyJack with that one. But Jack's just waiting for the overhead. Correctly read that Atow wouldn't go for the rebound. Atow trying to dial back the aggression, dial back the risk. This ceiling challenge did land for ApparentlyJack. Backflips after the challenge there. Interestingly, maybe had a half flip ready if the 50 didn't go his way. Atow backing Jack up and now scoring over his head. Genuinely so hard to defend against plays like this because Atow's threatening a flick there. Even as he's coming down to the ground, he can launch it if he wants to. Perfect time to go for a mind game. This time the kickoff goal does go through for ApparentlyJack directly. He's been playing for that hook kickoff off the inside wall quite a lot this game. Atow needs to watch out for it. Will Jack try to mix things up on the straight spawn as well, keep things chaotic? The answer is no, he just pushes it right through. No way. Wow. That is a huge blunder from Atow. It's so rare to see kickoff goals on this spawn. Oh my goodness, he's so slide onto the ball. Well, he must have thought Jack would be on the opposite side of the ball there because he was really, really on the side of that one. Honestly, you know, pretty weak kickoff from Atow's POV. Straight spawn is incredibly rare to get direct kickoff goals like that. So Atow messed that one up pretty big time. Now, what looked like a relatively comfortable game is anything but. ApparentlyJack off his own back wall. He's just clean through on goal. Where on earth is Atow? I thought he was going to be back, but he's nowhere near. Where did he go? Oh, he went on the back wall as well, and he messed up his wave dash. Might not have even mattered, but Atow's pathing there did not make sense. He's really thrown this one away. I've got to be honest with you guys. All of these goals have had some pretty big misplays, either mechanically or decision-making from Atow's POV. He can right all those wrongs with a reset. Oh, what a save by Jack. Such a strong save on the goal line. Atow taking a moment during his recovery to credit him, and now Jack stripped him up. Oh my goodness. Jack just carries Atow into the back corner here, turns him around, and yeah, Atow still recovering from dizziness. Could not get back to the save. This is such a big throw this game though from Atow. He had it in the bag. He's going to half flip again. Jack sticks it over his head. A good kickoff result for Atow, but Jack's pre-jumped him on the air dribble. Demoed on the landing. Atow with another chance to redeem himself for the previous mistakes. Again, ApparentlyJack pre-jumps. Shuts him down. Does Atow have it in him to just shoot the ball when he needs one goal? I think he's more likely to go to the air. It's his forte to score with aerial plays. But if ApparentlyJack keeps pre-jumping, Atow needs to go early. This time he takes his time. Jack's still going to make the save on the rebound. Is Atow going to get there? He will, but Jack's still tracking him the whole way and fakes it to the ground. And his relaxing celebratory music kicks in. Game 1 to ApparentlyJack. It should have really been Atow's game, though. There's no denying it. Atow had full control. He had the better start, better mid-game, and then he kind of just threw. He passed the ball middle to Jack to counter-attack. He drove on the back wall with zero boost and just gave Jack the free counter for the tie game. Even the kickoff goal for Jack's 5th goal was pretty bad from a mechanical standpoint from Atow. If you're wondering why the straight spawn is such a low conversion rate on kickoff goals, it's because you get that extra boost pad on your way, meaning that players have more boost after the kickoff happens to make saves and to recover. So the fact that Jack just got a direct goal is really unusual. Newer viewers to ones might not realize how rare that is, but all of you OG viewers will know that that is like, when you need a kickoff goal and you get straight spawn, you're thinking, uh-oh, that sucks. Would have rather any other spawn than this one. Oh, Jack with a little pre-flip and a catch. Has to bail out of that play though, and it looks like Atow did not misread it. Counter attack for the Belgian to go up 1 in game 2. AppJack definitely had to bail out of that play after he kind of follow through flicked it midair too high to continue. Again, Jack with a kickoff win off that right wall, and again Jack with a kickoff goal as he takes control of the play. Noticing a pattern here. I mean, there's no denying that a lot of Atow's wave dash recovery kickoff attempts, he's side onto the ball. Now that can work if you anticipate correctly which side of the ball your opponent is going to be on. If you can directly oppose them, the wave dash will give you the speed boost needed to get to the ball first. The problem for Atow is he's not directly opposite Jack in a lot of these kickoffs, giving Jack just a straight kickoff win as he is flipping into the ball and Atow isn't. Jack, beautiful. Takeoff for the double was too quick for Atow to respond to. And the rebound was automatic. As soon as Atow was looking to put a challenge in, AppJack just doubles on his head. It's bad news for Atow that the tail end of last game and at the start of this one both look to be controlled by ApparentlyJack, who's pre-jumping to the ceiling here. It's a continued challenge. I can't believe that from Jack. That is so ballsy to just pre-jump in Atow's face all the way to the ceiling and then bump him out the way on the very next play. That's actually ridiculous. But you know, these pre-jumps they're gonna force Atow into a playstyle he doesn't really want to play. The only main counter to these early pre-jumps from Jack is a shot from distance. So at some point here, Atow just has to shoot the ball. Like on a bounce like this, he just has to take a shot instead of air dribbling every single time. Because if Jack pre-jumps every single time, and honestly, if he keeps reacting so well, I mean, that's another brilliant save by Jack. Atow comes away with the boost steal afterwards. Yeah, he has to just shoot one of these times to keep Jack honest. Or Jack is going to pre-jump every single time and assume that a high touch is coming. More excellent reactive defense coming out of Jack. He's just got such a good read on Atow's play right now. 4-1. Atow continuing to take the ball to the air time and time again. But right now, he's not peaking. These are not the same level of shots as started game 1. Much better on the kickoff there by Atow. And he will get a goal off of it. Look at the difference. When Atow can hit the ball directly opposite Jack, it's resulting in more possession for him. Delayed kickoff now for Atow. Looks like it might have hit Jack twice. Came away with an orange trail, but if the ball went that way, then it must have hit Jack again as well. Jack misses the skim off his own backboard. Atow boost seal. Half flip challenge. He's been bumped into a great position here. And Jack's demo misses. Atow's back within 1. That was an excellent result for Atow there. He half flipped to put the ball into the middle. And then Jack's bump actually put him in a better position. Yeah, Jack probably could have saved that if he played ball. Another half flip kickoff for Atow. He denies the boost seal with a touch into the middle. All these half flip kickoffs have worked for Atow. He's come away with possession every single time. They're not hugely advantageous positions because your opponent gets under boost as well, but they are advantageous positions. Jack just demos him. Knows the ball's not on target and just chases Atow down. Wants the bump now. Has to play for the top corner instead though, because Atow is in a safe position. That should be a tie game. Atow with an open net. He slams the post. Oh my goodness. That was just open. Or at least the bottom corner was. And perhaps to the shock of all of his fans, apparently Jack hits the open net on the counter. Yeah, lots of throws from Atow today. This is lower bracket. Winner of this will be in the qualification match against Moxie immediately afterwards. Loser will have to try again in Qual 2 in 1 week's time. I think Atow will qualify for Saltmine if he keeps playing qualifiers, whether it's today or not. If I was to make an early prediction here, I don't think it will be today because he's just not been consistent enough for my liking. to take down Jack and Moxie back to back, but I think he makes it through one of them, even if all the rest of the top players in the EU servers start to sign up. Players like Roas, players like Zen. If Vatira and Drali can beat the check-in bot next time, obviously it becomes a lot more difficult to qualify, but Atow's in great form right now. I think he will make it. Oh, good read on the bounce there. Jack knew that was coming back flat, and he demos Atow. This is so frustrating for Atow. Just when he thinks he's got an advantageous position, Jack comes in and demos him away from the play. I think that's one aspect of the game that players like Nas, Jack, and Moxie have got a slightly different level from Atow in. It's the demo avoidance. Atow seems a little bit more demoable, for lack of a better word. Another pre-jump from ApparentlyJack completely counters Atow's aerial play. And in the follow-up, Atow's looking to bump Jack away from the ball, but he actually bumps Jack into position to keep challenging. Boost steal for Jack. Atow committed all his boost to try and get control of this possession. The boost is respawning in a second. Who's going to get it? It's Atow who gets it. Jack went a bit early. Fake takeoff. Doesn't fool Jack. This time it will be a real one though. Ceiling shot for Atow. He's staying with the ball for now. Low 50. Denied by Jack. Jack knows Atow's likely to be back quickly here. Has to hurry, and he does. 6-4 to Jack. Atow's landing in the goal wasn't a good one. And Jack, after missing an open net early in game one, has not looked back. He's slotting shots from distance far more often than not. Kickoff win for Jack. Ball's in his half, but he has control of it. It's where he likes to play his own back corner. Chain dash demo attempt by Jack. He's got no boost. Has to throw himself at the ball. It stays center. Pre-jump. Not able to connect as Atow top bins. Shot goes through. Solid recovery there by Atow. No nonsense for the finish as well. He needed to be on point with that one. Jack was right there, barely underneath it. 14 seconds left for Atow to work with. But he will not get the first possession. Oh, I stand corrected. Yes, he will. Jack wasn't able to put himself between Atow and the ball. Now the pre-jump for Jack is bumped out the way. Atow adapts. It's not the early shot, but he does not just fly in for the clean out play like he has all game long. He throws in a bump, and knowing that Jack's likely to pre-jump him, he knows exactly where to put it. Atow comes back from behind. Will he be rewarded? Oh, it's a kickoff goal for Jack. And it's the same kickoff goal as last game. Atow side onto the ball, presents that right wall, and Jack does not need a second invitation. I mean, Atow has been just making this same kickoff mistake all day. He has not been directly opposing Jack. He keeps the ball up pretty well here. In fact, he keeps it up very well with a drive kickoff, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Atow, he has to stop with this little wave dash recovery attempt when he's jumping into the ball from that angle. It is not working. Jack is winning every single time. You know, if Jack's trying to come in from the opposite side, then yeah, sure. But too often today, Jack is just going goal side, flips to the right to get it into that wall. I mean, at this point, Atow should see it coming. I'm surprised he's not tried something different there. And it's not like every kickoff's been bad for him. I mean, he's had the half-flip kickoff's been good. The delayed kickoffs have been pretty effective. I think he could just fake kickoff as well, turning away on diagonal spawn. There's so many things Atow can do, but he keeps going back to this one strategy, which I have to talk about because that's been a turning point in both games. It's a solid pinch from Atow, especially given the situation he was in, momentum-wise and boost-wise. Reverse sweep necessary here, though. Jack, at the last second, pirouettes into a bump off the air dribble. And he made it look like an air dribble until quite late here, so I don't think Atow knew. Yeah, he probably didn't know until it was too late that was going to be a bump. Yeah, you have to think from here, Jack will be able to close this one out. We've already seen today what kind of level he's playing at with his Rocket League IQ, his 1v1 IQ. Atow fighting fire with fire here, both players landing with the air dribble bumps. And I want to see more of this from Atow, more darty play. He's one of the best in the world when it comes to clean out plays, but you've got to get dirty as well in ones. Can we see a full cringe game 3? I think kickoff goal would qualify. We're not going to get one. It's a great save from Atow, actually, to deny Jack's boost steal attempt. I would have liked, you know, that would have been the moment. I wish Atow just shot the ball. Not because I think Jack would have pre-jumped, but just to let him know. Jack didn't pre-jump this time. I would have loved Atow to just shoot it. I don't mind the bump, though, as well. This is what we asked for. 4:20 on the clock. We've had 3 air dribble bump goals. Can we keep it up? Full cringe game 4. Game 3, sorry. But I stand by what I said before. I think Atow on one of these big bounces should simply shoot. It would do the rest of his game wonders, even if Jack saves it. And every other play, he better be air dribble bumping. Oh, what a fake. Is Jack going to try and fake him again here? No way. Yes, he is. Okay, Atow knew he cannot be faked twice in a row. Never get faked twice in a row, ladies and gentlemen. You already know, like, if I'm in that position in one of my games, I'm going for the double fake. Just for cinema. There it is. Okay, I like it. Can we get a round of applause? That's actually good by Atow. That's so smart. That's going to stop ApparentlyJack from automatically pre-jumping every single aerial play. Just that one shot. That's what that does. It doesn't look like much, but it is actually a huge part of your aerial play to just shoot the ball. Just once. Just shoot it once. So smart from Atow. It's really easy for me to sit watching this game, spectating and say that. But for him to know that in the game, really smart play. Showing his 1v1 IQ is going to be a real match for Jack, even in a series like this one where he's down 2-0. So yeah, will Jack still be as confident to pre-jump after seeing that? I think, you know, he might, but we'll have to keep a close eye on it. Another air dribble bump lands though. Guys, this is easily the most cringe game we've seen today. I love it. Atow trying to go underneath with the fake jump. Not enough time to recover. Bro got the stream open. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He's streaming himself. If he's listening to my stream while streaming and playing Rocket League, his frames must be terrible. Nah. Yeah, I'd back Atow to just know that. And this time he does air dribble and Jack runs away. No pre-jump this time. There wasn't really an angle to pre-jump from, to be fair. That was almost a sneaky shot to the bottom corner by Atow. But Jack was able to get the save. Where's Jack going here? Manages to fly into the boost seal. Excellent vision by Atow to keep an eye on where Jack was. The flick is good. Not good enough to score immediately, but good enough to get the follow-up shot. That one nearly goes through. Jack has to force Atow to retreat. Still looking for Demos in the back corner. Demos, Atow's been far better at dodging. The deeper into this series we get. Never mind. Oh, I'm trying to compliment him. I've been a little bit critical of Atow's play today. I'm trying to compliment him when it feels, you know, like he's made correct adaptations, which he has, to be fair. He has. I swear he's been harder to demo in this game. I swear. That was uncharacteristic. I promise you that was uncharacteristic. That's the last time that's going to happen. But I try to do a bit of both. You know, if I notice a pattern in a player's play that they're, in my opinion, getting wrong, I'm going to point it out. If I notice something they're doing well, I'm going to point it out as well. So, you don't believe me? Watch game 1 and 2. Atow was more demoable. Is this going to be a flip reset bump? Just a little 50 attempt there by Jack. And now the demo. Dodged by Atow. Incredible adaptation. I told you. And not a bad shot, actually. Pretty decent. Like the continued use of the ground shots. ApparentlyJack with the mind game. Into another low 50. Little trip on the boost grab mid. Oh, Atow nearly demoed him. He bumped him off the wall. Jack's miles away. Atow surely scoring. 4-3. Atow sent him off the wall. A beauty here. That's such a satisfying play. Honestly, I feel like that might be one of the most satisfying plays in Rocket League, where you just toe punt somebody off the wall and you know that they're out of the game. It's even better than demoing them, because they're just gone. They're not even Jack. Oh, I think that was probably an open net, Mr. Jack. Hard to tell from that angle, but it might have been an open. open net. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. A comic game 3, but luckily for Jack, he doesn't need this one. He's got 3 match points. But he's still in this one. He's got a good chance, minute and 12. Chad challenge from Atow will make it 6-3 though. That's made it a whole lot more difficult. Love the aggression there from Atow. He knows that with the clock ticking down like this, Jack's more likely to try and control the play. So he just full sends it. With a goal lead, that's much harder to see coming from Jack's POV. Low boost flick from Jack is pretty good, but Atow able to stay with this one, landing outside of the goal. Oh, beautiful shot. Low boost shot from Atow, but you wouldn't be able to tell if you hit the boost pads. That is just unreal. How much power he's able to generate there. Jack gonna stick in the game, no forfeit. I think we know with how many kickoffs he's won today and how many direct kickoff goals he's had, he'll feel like he can still win this. All he needs is 1 goal, and he can start to get the kickoff goal spam started. And now we might see an FF. Atow has scored the open net. Jack does call next. Yeah, he probably just waited for 1 more. Atow on the runaway makes it into at least a 4-game series. Looking like a whole fit that game. No, that's not my music. That is the in-game anthem for Atow. Jack's got the piano music. Atow's got the hip-hop anthem for scoring a goal and for post-game. Oh, Atow's camera settings are default. Okay, they're fine. When we switch back and forth. Nice recovery there by Atow. There was probably some kind of kickoff goal threat there for Jack if he decided to stick around and play an awkward low boost position. But he rathered the 100 boost and just get into a midfield back and forth. Atow's staying up for the double here and he gets it. Beautiful finish. Jack did not read this at all. He thought that the shot was over. Atow just managed to stretch up for the double though. You see him trying to lean back and get as much height on his follow-up as he could. You know, with Atow's throws in the early on part of this series, nice early shot again by Atow. I told you guys, this is going to be a big part of his success. Trying to keep Jack honest with early shots. Look how close Jack is trying to challenge early. Atow punishes him. But like I was saying, Atow, you can take the misplays in game 1 and 2 2 ways. First way you can take it is you can, you know, accept that, alright, I messed up. If I can clean up those mistakes, then it's my series to win. Or you can get tilted. And Atow's clearly done the first of those 2 things. He's tried to tidy up the misplays. He's tried to stop throwing. And he looks way better for it, just trying to iron out the mistakes. But he is also doing a much better job on the kickoffs. That was a big problem for him in game 1 and 2. We've seen far less of those straight into the sidewall kickoff goals for Jack. And we've also seen far less success with Jack's early pre-jumps because Atow is not presenting them as often. He is just so confident flying up to the reset. This is insane. Double reset by Atow. Has to bail out with a wave dash this time though, as it did get away from him. And Jack trying to punish with the immediate counter down the middle. And he'll be there for the finish. Atow's save was not quite good enough. Wonder if Atow could have saved this if he was a little bit more patient. It's pretty tough. That's honestly tough. With those kind of saves where you want to deny the follow-up shot, you do want to try and get the save as late as possible, but yeah, the ball coming at him that quickly makes it very difficult to do so. Air double by Jack, notice, or by Atow, sorry. Jack did not jump. Was not prepared to just jump on this one. Atow just looking so tricky from that Jack's POV. You know, Atow's POV, it looks like he's just air dribbling. Just simply air dribbling. He's like, oh, well, let's just see where this takes me. But when you look at it from Jack's POV, it's so hard to read because Atow's going left, right. He's like changing his elevation on the approach, getting resets on demand. Now AppJack ties the game again with a bump. Reminder that after this, we're going to have the final match for today's qualifier. Oh, beautiful by Jack to pre-flip into that one. He got bumped out of the play, managed to recover it beautifully, and now on the counter, Atow's read him well on that. In fact, he's just double tapping. How is he double tapping off a challenge? What on earth have we just witnessed? He just double jump challenges him and keeps flying. That's just outrageous from Atow. 4-3, he's very much back in this one. Like I was saying though, we're going to be casting the winner of this against Moxie for the final qualification match of the day. Following that, we're going to be switching to North America. We're going to play out the entire qualifier there as well. 2 players will qualify to NA main event, and 1 more will qualify to EU main event today. Nas is already qualified. Bit of a misplay there by Atow. He could have rotated a little bit deeper into his net and saved that. Might not have expected Jack to just shoot from that distance, with Atow being in the area to at least threaten a save. You're jealous of the YouTube only chatters that could watch this without reading chat. I mean, you can watch this without reading chat as well. You just go full screen. Be honest with yourself. You're choosing to read chat if you can see it. That is your own choice. It's like going outside when it's raining and be like, oh no, I'm getting rained on. I'm all wet. Well, I mean, you went outside without an umbrella, mate. You didn't put a jacket on. What did you expect? We live and often suffer by our own decisions, ladies and gentlemen. (5-4), soon to be 5-5. Atow has very much swung the kickoff battle into an even ground now. Now you saw there, that's actually the same kickoff that got him in trouble earlier on. This time you see when it does work. I do want to point out that it can work. It's not like completely bad strategy that Atow was using earlier, getting scored on. You just have to do it when your opponent is also side onto the ball, which Jack was there. Fantastic save by Atow. And he does score in the counter as well. Jack's air dribble bump does not connect. Oh, his recovery was also not the cleanest. He tripped up on the crossbar as he tried to recover on it. Anyone know where I can find the full 600 player bracket from day one? Yeah, you can find that on Start GG. If you use the !SMIV command, SMIV in Twitch chat, that'll take you to the registration link, which you can use to sign up for the qualifier, or you can also use that to navigate to the brackets for any of the qualifiers for the tournament via the hub. Just click on the Saltmine 4 logo and you can find all the information there. Jack really trying to play this one out carefully. Does not want to concede again. A big flick from Jack. He's got a demo threat on the landing and he lands it, of course. Atow let his guard down there. I think he's got to look out for those plays when he's up against Jack. Has to be mindful not only of where he saves the ball, but also where his car is going to land afterwards. You'll notice Nas earlier on against Moxie, every time he was making those saves, was landing on the wall, high on the wall, so as not to be a demo threat. Or not to be a threat of being demoed, I should say. Atow probably let his guard down slightly there. Solid shot by Jack. I mean, the kickoff put him in a great position, but that shot was clean. He's got up by 1 with 90 seconds left. Half flip kickoff again by Atow. Every time he's done this, he's had possession. This is the first time that Jack has actually hit the brakes and taken the ball away. But Atow's still in a good position off this. Oh, he's beamed it! He had a good position. Even though Jack tried to control it, Atow got challenging, had a boost advantage, but he fell off the post. He just simply fell off the post and in it goes. That really shows the power of the half-flip kickoff there from Atow. Even when the opponent does dribble, you can still just challenge them. You can just point your car at the ball and challenge, simple as. It just ends up in a regular Rocket League position. And will Atow shoot this? Yes, he will. Jack read it. Hard read there by Jack. Now bumps Atow off the wall. Atow managed to stick to the wall, it looks like. Slows the game right down. Wants a tight angle double. That's really tough, though. Super difficult shot to attempt in that situation for Atow. Jack sticks close to the ball, waits for one more touch before backing off for 100 in the back corner. Atow flip reset. Top shelf is good. And it's just always a shot that he can go to whenever he wants. He's been mixing in the air double bumps, but he's always got that reset. 41 seconds to go. Atow a goal away from tying the game. Delayed kickoff. Gets countered by Jack, who just goes right through the ball. Atow lunged off the wall to dodge the demo. And now Jack's giving it away. This is big chance for Atow to tie the game. Wonder if a double jump shot would have worked. It doesn't matter. He's gone the other way. And he does tie the game, Atow. Right here, though, I thought Atow was just going to double jump and shoot the ball. Yeah, if he double jumps there, it's a goal. Because there's no way Jack gets across the goal to the top right. But Atow took his time. He didn't want to risk miss-hitting the ball into the crossbar. Just calmly placed it into the other top corner instead. Jack's lost a goal lead here and lost possession. He's outplayed. Atow has all the time in the world and the most open of nets. And he leads. Huge play by Atow. Knew the early challenge would have been an option for Jack. He knows it's something Jack likes to do. And with 11 seconds to go, the Belgian leads. Will Jack get the possession? No, he won't. Will he get the boost? No, he won't. He won't get the bump either. That's going to be game over. We're headed to game 5. Atow from behind. Well, actually, he's kept the ball up here. He's got to be careful. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's much better. I thought he was just going to rip that. I was like, bro, don't hit the bar here, whatever you do. All right. Game 5. That's a good question. Hey, Johnny, if somebody no-shows for their match, I imagine you're talking about in the Saltmine Quals, are there any repercussions such as bans from future events? The answer is no. You know, it doesn't matter if you've got a personal reason or if you've got, you know, some kind of appointment or schedule clash or whatever, personal reasons, or just simply you don't want to play anymore. Yeah, you can just no-show. You don't have to tell anyone. The auto mod will DQ you. All good. So yeah, don't worry. If you're unsure about whether you can play in a Saltmine Qual or not, you want to sign up, but you're not fully sure if you can play, you can safely sign up with the knowledge that if you end up not being able to play on the day, all good. Your opponent will just be automatically given the win. At Johnny Boy, I'm Plat 2, and I think I could solo both of these players, question mark. Not sure what the question mark is doing in that sentence, bro. Be more confident. Just say I think I could solo both these players. Full stop. That's a good overhead read by Jack, but Atow's got the boost seal in the follow-up. Thanks to Ravioli for the prime sub, by the way. Welcome to the channel. Oh, an important game 5. Kicked off with the mind game for Atow. He's been shooting high so often here that Jack had to be afraid of it, and now Atow just sneaks it under him to tie the game. The momentum's fully on his side now. Was this the only Saltmine event planned, or are there more? We've got a qualifier every week for the next 3 weeks. This is Qual 1. We've got 4 of them. They're going to be every Thursday and Friday. Thursday is the big single elimination open bracket portion, open qualifier portion. And then Fridays is the top 8 double elimination bracket that we're watching right now, where 2 players will qualify to the main event. Main event in December, 8 players. It's going to be more double elim action for the first part of the tournament, and then single elim top 4. Incredibly tense game 5. Atow, for those of you who missed it, low-key through games 1 and 2 at times. Games 3 and 4, he was on his best behavior and actually clutched up in game 4 to win from behind. It's a bit cheeky there by Atow, not sticking around in his goal area there. Jack's flick bounces off the crossbar into a scoreable position. Yeah, Rawas TRK now put Cetera did not sign up for Qual 1. I'm not sure if they were busy or something, but there are 4 qualifiers. 2 players make it to main event through each of them, so I'm sure there will be top tier Saudi players in at least 1 or more of the qualifiers. Highest placing Saudi player in this one was Shadi, who made top 6. was eliminated by ApparentlyJack. That's actually a bit unlucky there by ApparentlyJack. Atow uses that trip to wave dash demo him. Really, really well played by Atow though. Another pretty strong kickoff by Jack. Atow recovers well though. Now another aerial play for Atow. He's been just getting better and better at these as the series has gone on. And even if Jack stops on, it just looks like Atow can simply recover and continue attacking. This time he gets caught in transition though. Jack wants another lead with the ground shot. Atow's got it covered. Oh, Jack tried to ping it middle for himself. Did not make contact. Now Atow with the demo. It's been all Jack for the demos mostly. Now Atow catches him. Atow bumps him as well. He's getting physical to take the lead. This game actually, Atow does have a demo lead, as you saw briefly before this goal. I would say that's more of a part of Jack's playstyle. Atow now adapting so well into the tail end of this series. Jack with a big bump. Atow, excellent brake check to atow Jack's attempted follow-up. Now he's the one trying to demo Jack again, just using it to box Jack out of the play. Early shot is on target, but slow. Atow might have missed an opportunity there. I think that was scoreable if he hit it properly. He's in a really rough position now. Jack shooting over his head. Great read by Atow. Didn't panic, didn't jump, just waited on the deck. Stays with the ball. Does not allow Jack to turn and play it. Still Jack playing calmly. He's just waiting for Atow to miss position. He's just building small advantages. Atow's been boost starved for an extended period of time. Jack does not want to give him a favorable 50, but he's got one. Suddenly Atow's got 100 boost on possession. Slams the crossbar with his shot though, and immediately Jack's back into attack. Air dribble is good. Atow was trying to challenge in reverse, but he picked the worst time to do it. Jack outplayed him. Just perfect timing by Jack there. This split second Atow turn to challenge. Jack's already in the air. Super close series. Again, Atow with that half flip. Jack tries to stuff him with a 50 and it works. That's a good switch up by Jack. Last time he dribbled, he flicked it. This time he low 50s it off that half flip kickoff. And the follow-up flick sneaks by. So many swings in these games. So many swings in this series. Yet again, Jack fires back. Atow believing in the system. Just got scored on with a half flip kickoff. What does he do? Half flip kickoff. Never going to expect that twice in a row. Top corner air dribble denied. That's a solid save by Jack. Atow agrees. Jack thanks in the middle of the ball carry. Another low 50. He's a low 50 merchant, but Atow's recovered. Open net for Jack. Goes wide. It's another open net miss for Jack at the worst possible time. Atow can equalize here on the counter. And he does. What a slot with a wave dash. Even when the ball ends up behind him, he still has a plan. Ridiculous acceleration. And a 2-goal miss for Jack at the other end. It was a bit of a tougher one. Low boost rebound. He didn't want to hit the post and get counter-attacked, but putting it wide resulted in the exact same scenario. He just had to watch the ball go in from his goal instead of from the other side of the pitch. Now 4-4. Jack looking for another low 50. Atow's recovering. He's got the bump onto Jack, who also saw it coming. Honestly, that's really good play by Jack not to overcommit there. A lot of players would have just thrown themselves at the rebound and been bumped beyond the point of recovery. Jack's gone for so many low 50s in this fifth game. Atow needs to be careful. This time he stays solidly in the way of the ball as the two collide midair. Final 15 seconds. Jack with a ceiling shot. Doesn't have an infinite jump there though. Had to dodge early, but the boost seal lands. Jack's got a perfect setup to win the game. He's got all the space, but he turns the ball around and lands the demo. One bounce to play with. There it is. We're on to 0 seconds. Can Jack win it? Low 50 again. Atow doesn't fall for it. Huge challenge by Atow. Can he win another game in OT? Looks like the first possession will belong to Jack. He's right back to where he ended regulation. Takes his time, but Atow just shoots it. That's game! Atow calls Jack's bluff and advances to the qualification round. Reverse sweep is complete. Jack was closer to the ball. Jack had more boost, but Atow just predicted that he wasn't going to go for it. It wasn't the nicest angle really there for Jack. He didn't want to go for it. He didn't want to air dribble from a low bounce like that. He didn't want to shoot from a tight angle. So great read by Atow. Insane adaptation. Huge mental to come back from 2 games down when he wasn't playing well. Remember, Atow wasn't even playing anywhere near his best. But he still manages to dig out a comeback. And he'll play against Moxie to qualify for the main event.